In this video, we're going to walk through the steps involved in building a post-tension concrete slab on grade. Now, spoiler alert, I'm just going to tell you what the steps are and then we'll run through each one of them in more detail. The steps are: number 1, site preparation. Number 2, installing the formwork. Number 3, laying the post-tension cables. Number 4, placing more reinforcement. Number 5, placing the concrete. Number 6, post-tensioning the cable. Post-tension foundations have been around since the 1960s, and they're generally useful in places where there's expansive soil, like here where I live in Texas. So let's dive into step 1. First, the ground needs to be graded to create a level surface, and it needs to slope to ensure proper drainage. Next, trenches are dug to create pathways to get the city's underground utilities to the areas in the house where you'll need power, water, and other utilities. The Post-Tension Institute created the PTI method, which incorporates perimeter and interior beams that create a waffle-like pattern. These beams are normally 24 inches deep and 12 inches wide. Then the soil is compacted with machines to a specified density so that it can support the weight of the structure. Once the site has been prepped, formwork is installed around the perimeter to shape the foundation. So the formwork acts as a mold for the concrete to ensure that the slab will have clean and defined edges. And the formwork is also set to create depressions in the slab as they were indicated on the plans. The wood used for the formwork is just normal, old, regular lumber, and is stripped and thrown away after it served its purpose. Next, the post-tensioning cables, also known as tendons, are laid across the slab area. These post-tension cables are made of several strands of high-strength steel that's braided together and all sheathed inside a plastic to prevent corrosion. The tendons are carefully positioned in a grid pattern based on the engineering specifications, and they're anchored at the edge of the slab. To strengthen the slab even further, steel reinforcement bars or rebar are added to key areas of the slab. These bars further provide additional tensile strength, particularly in the regions of high stress, and they work in tandem with the post-tensioning system to improve the overall durability of the concrete. With the tendons and reinforcement in place, it's time to pour the concrete. The concrete mix is carefully prepared to meet the required strength and is poured evenly across the slab. The slab is then left to cure for a few days. During that time, the concrete hardens and gains initial strength. After the concrete has gained enough strength, the final steps begin: tensioning the cables, and this typically happens around 7 to 10 days after the pour. Hydraulic jacks are used to attach to the ends of the cables and pull them for tensioning. This tension introduces compressive strength to the concrete and makes the slab much more resistant to cracking and movement caused by loads or environmental factors. So those are 6 basic steps that you have to take when constructing a post-tension concrete slab on grade. Now, if you appreciate this video, go ahead and subscribe for more construction techniques. All right, so this is step number 1. Watch your step, safety first.